4 reasons why performance reviews are very important in your organization. Number one, they reveal strengths and weaknesses of your team members. Now, performance reviews, before you can carry out any review, it is expected that you have documented for that staff their job descriptions, their KPI, their tasks, or their deliverables. So when you are coming into a review, you are coming with very defined expectations. So it reveals strengths and weaknesses. I'll give a typical example. So my clients had a staff, an operations manager. So we're carrying out a performance review. And then based on the job description, KPIs, tasks, deliverables, and the rest of them, we're able to see with facts and figures that she was very good in the area of internal operations and just ensuring that there is a good flow, with operational efficiency. However, she was struggling with increasing revenue. Now we're able to see these things in facts and figures. So her strength was in operational efficiency, but her strength was not in marketing. Her strength was not in, coming out of following up strategies or tactics to increase revenue. Do you understand? So with that, you cannot say, okay, do we just take out the weakness and outsource it, or hire somebody for it, or we cannot train for that particular weakness, but the strength, beautiful. Number two, it provides clear communication. Now, with performance review, managers or employees can see the areas where they are doing very well. With documentation, you can see with facts and figures the areas where your staff needs to improve. It's also a very good way to keep your people accountable. If you cannot carry out reviews based on facts, you cannot actually tell the person you are not doing well in this area or you are doing well in this area. Now, it is also a good way to, especially when the staff is misbehaving. Performance review captures this behavior because it does not only review JDs and KPIs. You're also reviewing initiative. You are reviewing character. You are reviewing absenteeism. You are reviewing punctuality. So performance review is not just performance in itself. That just takes a major chunk of it. However, you are reviewing the staff in every way. So it allows you to come up with facts and figures for promotion, for bonuses, for raises, and even for confirming a staff as an employee or for confirming a probationary staff to a permanent staff. Number three, it helps you identify training needs. Now, if you do not do reviews, you will train and miss. If you don't do reviews, you will train and miss. It is in the process of carrying a performance review, you now begin to find that your staff don't understand what ownership mentality is. Your staff have communication issues. Your staff cannot actually negotiate. Or your staff are lacking in the area of customer service or customer experience. Now, they may be very committed. They may be very loyal. They are very willing to do their job. However, it is during these reviews that you are able to see the areas where they have gaps, and those become your training needs. So when you are getting a trainer, you know that based on the areas that you have noted, based on the lapses that you have seen, they need to be trained, in certain areas. So the last one I'm going to be talking about is it keeps organization alignment. It allows you to evaluate whether employees are working towards the organization's goals, towards their values, or towards their personal desires. Because usually, sometimes some employees, they seem to be working very well or doing their job, but they are doing it to their own personal selfishness. So it is with reviews you can ensure that every performance is done in alignment with the values of the organization, is done in alignment with the goals, is done in alignment with the culture. I hope this helps. Have a lovely day.